Hello, chat, we're live. Check the music. Let's see, put the music here. And yeah, we're live. Everyone's coming in. Check out in. Record right now. So right now we're gonna do a little art stream here. I was gonna start this at 4 p.m. but I was feeling very well. That's why I delayed it to 6. Just like let me announce the stream real quick. Quote. Live right now. How's everyone's days chat? Is anyone in? No one's in the chat right now. We have a chatter that chatted before coming, and it said, how long will the stream be? Before when it was planning on starting at 4 p.m., it was gonna be like 5 hours. Now I'm thinking like 3 hours max, and then 2 more hours tomorrow, because I need 5 hours on this project. And yeah. Oops. Anyhow, just wait a little bit and get that started. Everyone's days chat, and I think we'll be getting ready in around 2 minutes. Right now, I'm gonna chat with nobody. So right now the project I'm working on is this new canvas. So right now, around the end of the school year, I have this project I need to spend on 5 hours per week on. Right now, I'm gonna do this project. From now, I'm gonna do this project on stream so I can have evidence, I suppose. Or just I'm bored and would rather participate using this thing. Makes it more entertaining for me, to say the least. But get started. So the project is I signed up for color theory. I want to make this piece based on color theory. Yeah, make sure the lines are thick enough for you to see on the screen. Let me. I think this might be a bit small. I feel like it should be better if it's like wider. I'm trying to thumbnail it real quick. Thumbnail is a good idea to do. My idea is there are a lot of elements of color theory, and the and I want to showcase the elements I have put into this one drawing. And that's the concept here, that to showcase that I've learned something through using color theory. That's the concept here. Yeah, like I said, I think this should be larger. Like that. Right here. And therefore this would be uh be a bit wider. Like this. Perhaps, and then bit of clouds, suppose. This is the first one. Fields. And also on the other one, I should probably have like a couple thumbnails before I start. It should be like this wide. It definitely, I should be cut out like here. This is how much it should be, like dimensions wise, proportionally. But yeah. Or maybe I could have it tall in this dimension. This could be could be more interesting maybe. It always whenever I draw or I think about like a concept, I always think about how cool it looks, and then when I draw it, it kind of looks awful. I think this horizontal format is better. So if I draw like this, it could look like that, and then this would be bison here. And how the value here would be, obviously this would be the lightest. It'll have to be lightest. So a single scratch. Everything else is a triple scratch. And then we have like details around here, maybe up here, but like mostly here because this is where mostly. I have to remember that actually I should draw it out to make sure y'all can see what I'm drawing. But I feel like most of the details will be here, like here mainly, and the rest will be like more, yeah, not less detailed. I think I'll go with this one. Ow, ow! Just threw up in my mouth. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just take a look at this. Let me check out my own stream real quick to see if it's working. No one's in the chat right now, so I can't ask it for anyone, but you know. It seems to be working. So anyways, I'll just look this out. Anyways. Yeah, so we're gonna go with this sketch here. So we're gonna magnify this. Oops. Uniform. Like that. And then looks like we need to flip it. And this is actually the perfect dimensions for this. And we don't really need to redimension these canvas we have. We can just turn this on a bunch, and now we can sketch out what we plan to draw here. We're gonna have like a couple of, oh, you low-key can't see what the sketch is, but from my perspective, there is the opaque background is actually pretty obvious, but you can see right here, just like, you know, this thing that you can see, but it's actually here too that you can't really see, can barely see. There's also this and this that you can barely make out, but I can really see it pretty obviously. So if you're wondering if I'm like super cool and not tracing anything, you're wrong, I suppose. Most of them I'm not tracing much. Nice. I'm not sure what I'm trying to design here, so I'm just gonna draw what I'm basically thinking about and then look up a reference later. So see, like, I have an idea of where I think the shape of the character is looking like. No one's in the chat right now, so I'm not sure what to talk about, but I do have some ideas of what to talk about. The spear should be like way longer, like up here. The guy's also pretty short from this perspective here. I might edit that somewhere later. Right here's like a little bison looking thing. Water buffalo, or just regular buffalo. I'm not sure how buffaloes look like. Just try and look like a bear. Boom, boom. Then there's like a tail here, and it's being stabbed with a little spear here. Hey chatter, welcome to chat. I'm just doing some stuff. We have one chatter now. Thank you for the chattings. Now I've finally have a chatter I can talk about something now. What do you want to talk about, chat? Singular chatter. The chats. Me went on chat. Guy here. There's no face because like not important. How is the chat doing? Am I drawing my terminally homophobic OC? No, this is something else. This is for school. I'm actually using this for one of my quest projects, which is to study color theory, and also to I'm also using this for my portfolio, my college AP, and college portfolio. He looks such a stump. He needs to be bigger and stronger and better. I'm not sure about this looks. Let's try again. It should be less. To be taller, stronger looking. Proportionally, he needs to be better too. Anyways, y'all heard the Backrooms movie? Or the Backrooms movie is kind of good. I'm not sure if I have time to watch it anytime soon, but I'm really excited to when it releases out of theater so I can watch it whenever I want. This is wrong perspective. That and the perspective. Let's see the perspective be like starting from here. And then we'll put like a drawing guide, edit drawing guide perspective. We put that here, and we'll put the opacity down a little, the 33%. And now we have a turn. Well, you can't see it. You really can't see anything on the screen I'm sharing, but you can see, but I can see it, so y'all don't need to worry. Now it's tilted. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to do all this stuff. But if you assume they put cool movies for screening here, well, guess what? You suck. Maybe you should have a better screening. Yeah. Maybe you should have better economy so people can actually watch movies. What am I doing? Okay, I'm gonna stop doing all this so I can actually draw some symmetrically. I haven't drawn Alamy in a while. Looks awful. Everything looks awful. Your economy's messed up. Yeah, better economy's always messed up. What's going on? Oh, Oh, fuck this. And now I'm just gonna have this head. Like that now. I mean, anatomy sucks now. What am I doing? It fell off, guys. Hi, Toad. We're doing. I'm drawing some people now, and I don't know how to draw people anymore, and it really sucks. What am I doing? What is this anatomy? Like, what am I? Like, look at this nugget torso. Oh, there we go. That's better. Not really, but yeah. So I'm gonna chat while I draw this really embarrassing drawing that I really can't draw for some reason. This needs better. Just doing anatomy right now. I'm mostly trying to do yeah, humans. Robots are superior, much easier. So just random portions. Right now I'm doing some portions for this character, this the subject of this drawing. It's just really no one, I think. But okay, now he looks like now has short legs. Now his torso is too long. Like that. And then we can make his torso more and she delete everything. Yeah, delete this too. Now starting all over. You see how this we have a horizon line right now. That's all we have. There is some there's some perspective lines right there that you guys can see. But that's where we're going up right now. So I'm just trying to anatomy something real quick before I do color theory. Ill. Step 1, draw a circle. Circle like that. That's a shit circle. And draw the rest of human. No humans anymore. If this was on a pen and paper, I would be done by now. But right now I'm drawing digital. It's so much harder to draw digital for some reason now. They say drawing digital and traditional is a transitionist, whatever. You can transfer your skills for digital and and digital and traditional, but not really. Look, I have no idea what I'm doing. Should I just draw this traditionally and then trace it digitally? I need to drop some boxes actually. Let me draw some boxes. Just if hang on one of those days and draw a trend, probably fun. Yeah, I can. I should probably do that. I'm gonna try to measure. I'm gonna measure the what's this? Dimensions up here. So right now this is this 360 pixels and 270 pixels. Therefore, the dimensions should be around this. Let's say, since they're both what's it called? Not factors. They multiplies. They all have factors of 9. So this will be, this divided by 9. This should be 400. This should be 300, and we can see that's 4 inch by 3 inch. So 4 inch by 3 inch. So it's a width of 4 to 3. So it's 4, 3. We can, yeah, and on a traditional Bristol paper I have here, that would be, I can get a ruler real quick. Where can I find one? Who knows? Let me find one. A ruler. Ruler. Here it is. I have a 6 inch. I have a 6-inch ruler. And that's a Bristol paper. I'm gonna turn off the screen share and then I'm gonna draw it digitally first and then trace it onto digital. My first time doing this, but let's see. I'm gonna set this up. I have my webcam here. My hand cam. And where would I put this? Right here. Yeah. My table's a mess. Yeah. Alright. Now I'm gonna see if I can turn this on. Let's see, camera, video capture device. Okay. And there it is. That's my hand cam here. I'm gonna cut this out into a wartime 4x3 rectangle. And yeah. Oops. So this is a 6-inch ruler right here. And oops. See, 6-inch ruler. So the idea, what was it? 4x6. So this should be, no, it would be 8x6. This is a 6-inch ruler, so this, let's see, put it here. We have this will be 6 inches, and then we need 2 more inch, which is divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 is 10. No, this is 6 inches, it would be a third. It would be 5. So we would add 5 inches to that, up to 5 right here. You really can't see this because of the paper there, bro. Right there. So from here to here, that's 8 inches. And now I'm gonna measure down 6 inches, which is just the whole ruler again. Oops. It's not very straight, but that's my 6 inches. Let's see. 6 more inches. Line up with this. It's super not straight. It's very hard to use this ruler, not gonna lie. But anyways. Oof. This is not straight at all. Like that. Alright. That's my 8-inch times 6-inch paper. And now cut this out. Make sure it looks actually like this. Super unstraight like my Twitter profile. That's right. It's probably that's why we're gonna make it unstraight, to show the representation, to represent the curvy line people. Am I getting my scissors right now? And oh shit, my PNG was covered. There we go. And my image covered too. And now decrease the size with this. There you go. That's better, right? You have no right styling, Coco, when you have how this is how you measure, bro. Come on. Coco doesn't even measure at all. So it's kinda on her. I should have actually started measuring like on this side, so I don't have to cut this line. But you know, yeah, makeshift, I guess. This is a really thick Bristol paper. Look at it. See that? Can you hear that? I don't think you can hear that. But you know, it's pretty thick. And cut this out. So what do you guys think of the Backrooms movie, guys? The Backroom movies that is out. I'm gonna wait for it to release on like streaming services so I can watch it at my own house, because I'm pretty busy these days and I don't think I'll be able to watch it in theaters anytime soon. Probably. Maybe. No any edges, that's right, I don't use edges. It's called being auraful. If I use the edges, it's not gonna be aura. You know what I'm saying? Because like if I cut it out, I'm gonna have like two straight lines and two unstraight lines, and that would be like not gonna look cool. Woo. Watch bathroom. No one watch bathrooms, but I heard it's really good. I saw some screenshots of like some of the creatures that's in there, and it looks really good. It looks really creepy. It's not like, and it's not like those stereotypical backroom monsters. It's also not gonna be wasteful. I have 100 pages, and this is my like 3rd page. I can buy another one if I waste enough. No. And I can just like, and I can draw this. It's not that small, you know. It's only like, it's like a whole inch that can draw. It's not that wasteful if you like actually use it. To be drawing crack shit, I watch it when you watch it type shit. Yeah, I might stream watch it, but like stream watching is tough. Anyways, this is my little canvas here, and I'm gonna draw like vertically. Let's see, like that. Woo. It's a bit hard to tell from the value of these. I'm gonna darken this so you guys can like see it better. Actually, I'm gonna get my pen, my pen to do it. Why is every tool you use tiny? This is not tiny. It's pretty big. You finally got haters on your swap page? W. Big leagues. That's how you know you're famous and cool. I didn't have that much. I still don't have consistent haters yet. Anyways, I'm gonna draw. Oops. I'm just. Outline the top here. I'm drawing on my table. There we go. That's the edge. Now I can see where I can put this. Do you know what crack chip is? Come on, guys. Come on, Mika. You know what crack chip is. That's all not crack chips. Anyways. Let me put this back. I haven't told you this, Toad, but like I just found a dub video. One of those unprompted posts on crashes like pairing would never happen. That's right, chat. Anyways, so I saw this so I saw this video of like it's like a dub of my comic, and it got 53k views on YouTube. I'm not sure if I let him dub it or not, but I remember letting someone dub it on Twitter. I'm not sure if they did or if that's the same person, but they dubbed it, and he got hella views, and I'm low-key jealous. And Robert Ross, the creator of Game Overs, commented on his video and not mine, which I'm just low-key jealous of. I'm like, what do you mean he got a comment and I didn't? Type shit, you know. Let me search up references because I'm doing this. It's been 40 minutes, by the way. The stream might be 40 minutes and this is all I have. The hate reference is references for like what the design, you know? The design, not the actual pose. Like if you could design alien and just search up alien references to see like what would be a cool design for the alien. That's it. Anyways, so I saw the video had like 53,000 views, and when they credited me, it was like for like a second in the beginning. I don't think anyone cares about credits, anyways. But no. Robert Ross commented on his video, not mine. Look, he's so pissed. So this is not an OC, but I might draw OCs. Aliens, alien stage. No alien stage. No alien stage. Alien stage more like alien poop. Poop stage. Alien shit. See how slow look the anatomies now? Because I'm not on digital? Look at that. You drew diamonds. That's main villain. I don't think it's just the sun will be like right behind him, like shining like that. There's something on his waist too, maybe. So you're drawing Kane Parsons? Not Kane Parsons. Kane Parsons is same thing there. I'm not drawing Kane Parsons. Kane Parsons just accompanied me with this meme I made. Me when I turned 20 and became Parsons. So what are you guys thinking lately? This was a bunch of other movies. Murder was barely mecha, not gonna lie. Murder Drone is just kind of just people like chibi humans with metal elements. Barely any metal, really. There's nothing like drawing mechs. You just saw the meme? How blind are you, bro? No wonder you wear glasses. Can you guys even see this going on? It's so light. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh look, that looks good. But no, I think that looks better. I can't see anymore though. Look at that, the portion looks so much better. Hmm. I'm not sure. I think you'll be I think you'll be able to see better when I start line arting it, but I can't really see her now. It's kind of like a full silhouette of a person right now. Yeah. Yeah. But it's whatever. It's fun seeing you go up and down like man. Yeah, man. Yeah, you can't really see anything. Well, I won't be watching the. You won't be watching it just now. I'm digging back into old creepypasta stuff. When I was a kid, I was so scared of creepypastas. I tell you. You know, one time, when Momo, you remember Momo when Momo was popular, the chicken head lady. Yeah. My mom told me about it, and she was like, oh, she thought Momo was real. By the way, she thought the chicken head lady was real, and he was like telling me to not get myself involved with, to not watch any Momo content because she thought the Momo was real. I suppose. And she's like, and then she scared me with it. So I never actually watched Momo, or whatever Momo is. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Currently watching Marble Mornings. Momo was a good one for you, or good one, not gonna lie. Wonder how it holds up now. I never know. Like, I think it's a game, right? Most of the creepypastas are like games, or like little pieces of like media that's like turned into a game. I still don't know what Momo even is, because my mom scared me with it, and now I never. I'm still, and now I'm still scared of it. Y'all remember Slenderman? Slenderman's a good one. I never really delved into like what the origins of these creepypastas came from, but I'm not sure. I remember Slenderman, there's Slendrina, and there's Granny. I'm not sure like they're created by the same person or not, because in the Granny games, they have like Slendrina comes up, and yeah, Slenderman's never into creepypastas, but I do know everyone knows Slenderman. It gives reference to like other horror games. Never heard about this Marble Hornets thing, but it's like if you're like pretty smart in this creepypasta thing, right? Slendrina is like Slenderman is the same universe as Granny, right? Because like in the Granny games, there's Slendrina that comes up. Slender came from Marble Hornet series. Also, Marble Hornet is the person that made these, I guess. That's cool. My favorite gotta be Siren Head though. Y'all remember Siren Head? I don't think any of the games are that good though, but like the concepts are just pretty scary. I really like the Siren Head. The noises are like super what's it called? Uncanny. Yeah. Enderman is my goat. With the way he's viewed by Venom, including his powers, Venom then came and made a bunch of games. Yeah. A lot of the games made from creepypastas are pretty culturally significant. I say, I don't know. Most of them are connected though, so we view him as collective ideas. Cool. Right, there's a bison I need to draw. Oh, it looks pretty big, actually. Dead. Buffalo dead. That's a good reference. Good reference. That's a good reference. As for Siren Head, he's from Trevor Henderson, and I love that guy's stuff. Yeah, I heard he's like a pretty like he does a lot of stuff, but and Slenderman, Siren Head like really popped off. The hooves look like this. Oh, it looks the bison looks really small though. And to erase this whole thing, you know how it's small. How small is it? If it's like for perspective, since my AP is about perspective, well, my course is about color theory. This perspective is really bad because it looks like the bison is like waist height if it's an accurate perspective. You know what I'm saying? So it should be like, see this big. Maybe it's put it down a bit, like this big. Yeah, like that, like this big. I ever heard of the I think Siren Head like I watched the YouTubers play those Siren Head games. That's how I came to know Siren Head, and those like little videos. What other creepypastas are there? Bigfoot isn't a creepypasta. Bigfoot is a cryptid. Uh, what's a creepypasta? Jeff the, Jeff the Unliver. That's yeah, Jeff. The little stupid smile. You know how people like draw like thirst traps of Jeff, and there's like fan fictions of Jeff. There's like shipping of Jeff for some reason. There's people like who are actually into Jeff, like from the image. Like not even like he has like an actual like real fit photo that actually looks good. He looks like the bright ones. Clockwork. I never heard of Clockwork. It looks cool. Sounds cool. Anyways, how do people actually like? If you go on Webtoon, there's like a couple web series, comic series like there's just thirst trap. Jeff the Unliver thirst traps. I think it's kind of hilarious, low key, but it's kind of crazy to me as thirst traps of Jeff the Unliver. What happened to my music? Hello, lo-fi girl. It's lagging. Is my stream lagging? My stream is not lagging. I feel like this is a bit high here. I feel like it would be better if it's just like a bit lower. In the when I digitize it, I might like move it downwards. So just so the composition will be like high, and then it'll be like low. Like this will be the blank space, the empty space, while the full the occupied space will be like will be downwards. Make it more have a more contrast in terms of. I think my PNG is not working either. PNG. Oh, come on. PNG. Ah, gotta get that down. PNG. This PNG software like so bums, bro. Anyways, let's do that again. Run PNG. The close and restart tactic always works. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna move this down when I let's make this guy bald. And then the sun, some clouds perhaps. Actually make it like a clear sky. Just make it more empty. And maybe have birds here. Make like a symbol of freedom. Oh yeah, birds. And that's a sketch. And then I can ink in from here. You know what else? He needs a face though. Just focus on his face. I don't know my. Like that. Yeah, and yeah. What do spears look like? This is like a really dumb looking spear. It's gonna look pink. Look pink with this filter looking thing. Spear. Alright. This looks cool. So it will converge like this. And there's like a little rope things. That. Make it like more volumed for more contrast for silhouette. Yeah. Looks neat. I've been reading this rechecking some I'm bored usually. So recently I've been looking back on this manga that I really liked, Fire Punch. If you never checked out Fire Punch, you should definitely check out Fire Punch. And it kind of like reminded me of how good it was, really. That all the cool stuff inside, and really cause revisit how good the symbolism is. So for my checkout. So if you haven't checked out Fire Punch, definitely check out Fire Punch. I mean, I kind of do a little sketch here. Good Fire Punch was wild. How wild was 110? Oh, definitely like a 12. Depends on how wild you mean. Like action, like power scaling. Obviously, it's on the. It's not like Dragon Ball, but like in terms of content, oh yeah, it's wild. 12, maybe 13 or 15. Definitely. No matter what you watched before, you're not. Fire Punch is crazier. Definitely. It's a Tosley work, so it's gonna be like crazier than like everything you ever watch. There's so much things now, and when I rechecking it out, looking at all the things, like a lot more than I that first read through. I feel like if you never watch Fire Punch, you never, you've never seen literature. That's my hot take. Fire Punch definitely. I feel like if I were to rank it would definitely like. I think it would be a number one manga that I've ever read, and I've read quite a few. It is published in Shonen Jump, which starts off at like, which is supposed to be democ with not democratic, demographically for teenagers, but it's definitely seinen, I would say. Some people like categorize shonen as it being the Shonen Jump, just because Shonen Jump means shonen. Not gonna lie, because it's more about stuff inside. It's definitely a lot of stuff. I remember a lot of stuff I've read. I've been reading romance stuff. Not gonna lie, not romance stuff. I haven't read any romance stuff in a while. You know, migration manhwa and stuff. Oh yeah, the manhwa migration kind of big. I feel I haven't I've heard a lot of stuff about some certain manhwas that are pretty good, like the what's it called, the the real estate isekai, where the guy becomes a real estate agent in the world. I think never read it, but I heard it's good, and it has, and when it's good, manhwas always have like a copy of it. And a lot of the manhwa stuff are like lower romance love. The greatest estate designer, yeah, that one. I might check it out if I have like, if I'm motivated enough. But a lot of people like a lot of screenshots are like of the main character's like evil face looking, and I feel it's like I feel a bit doubtful from that image that might be like those edgy guys, but I heard it's pretty good, so I might check it out. But working on other stuff right now. I'm busy and can't do anything. Better than mid leveling? Anything's better than mid leveling. I was such a big fan of the of mid leveling, and when in the first season, and then when season 2 came around, everything's like I was like I didn't like it at all from the first episode. It's like in season 1 of mid leveling, it actually seemed like he was struggling, and then it suddenly stopped after season 2, after he got the evil shadow powers, and just doesn't look the same. No lie. So many mid leveling clones too in manhwa. There's also a beginning of the end that I heard the manhwa is great for, and but the anime, if you know anything about the beginning of the end anime, I watched all of the first season right now because of how like people talked about it. I was gonna see like how good the story was. I know the animation is like less is like worse than it's worse than One Punch Man season 3, but I wanted to see if the story is good. And not gonna lie, I can't say it is, but maybe it's because of the animation that just detracts from the story, because I know that is a thing where a story does look better if it has better animation, and that the story might not will kind of like be detracted if the animation is horrible. But I'm not sure anything. I really can't see anything about beginning up to end from the anime that has any interesting plot developments. It's like really generic too. It's like 1-to-1 with jobless Mushoku, uh, jobless reincarnation. Yeah. Anyways, Fire Punch. If you never watched, never read Fire Punch, you need to read it. You're in for a while, right? It gets you from the first page even. If you're not reading Fire Punch, you're not living a life. You're only living a fake life if you never watch Fire Punch. Any enjoyer of media needs to read Fire Punch, or else it's like I'm really a fan, you know. I actually watched Mushoku Tensei up to season 3 and read the manga. It was entertaining, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think the Mushoku is really entertaining, but up until when uh he marries his teacher, which is like, what the fuck, man. And it's not like, cause like I feel like the teacher shouldn't be in that relationship. Not gonna lie, not just because of the size gap or like the age gap either. It was like, the teacher, man. I feel like she should be her own character rather than another wife, you know. And I heard he gets like 3 wives, which is like, yo, like it becomes more apparent of being like a fantasy after a bit, but it's still entertaining for the most part. And the father's death is like really nicely written, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So if he doesn't, not gonna lie, Rudy wasn't my favorite character. It was Future all the way. Does he ever come back? Cause like after the demon continent arc, he just left. I think he gets mentioned a bit. He's low-key bald though. Absolute baldness. His green hair was low-key tough, and it's a shame they cut it. Even though I get lore reasons why, but I feel like design-wise, he does look tough being bald, being a bald freak. But I think his green hair is tougher. And the elf too. What's her name? Uh, elf character number 1. Like half elf, I think. A quarter elf with the green hair in the beginning of the story. I hate how she doesn't have green hair anymore, because I feel like that's her defining feature. At least not where I stopped. That's rip. Yeah, it was Sylvie, I think. Yeah. And there's also that one granny character that's like 60 years old, and she's sleeping with a teenager, which is like, what's going on, you know? I wasn't thinking much about it when I was watching because I'm like a bit younger, but now I was thinking about it. It's like that 60-year-old grandma, Elena's, yeah, and she's dating, well, like a 18-year-old because they're in college, I think. Which is like, yeah, I guess that's legal, but like, well, in our standards, it's legal. Not sure their standard is, but I only care about their standard right now. And she's like, like a granny, old hag, and she's low key dedicated herself to an 18-year-old when she slept with like 100 big men. So it definitely feels like the story is like fantasy, just like wish fulfillment first and story second. Yeah, LNAs. The season 4, I think, is coming out any season, I suppose. I feel like it messed up something here. It should not be like that. I don't know what happened here, but it doesn't really matter. I suppose. My favorite character is definitely Roxy, but they definitely messed her up by making her Rudeus's wife. Even though it's more screen time, I feel like that's a. I don't think that's a. I don't think I like that dynamic with my favorite character. And then Rudy's low key going through his like gay awakening with Sylvie, thinking she was a guy. It was low key kind of funny. And I was looking like hoping that it's actually not Sylvie, and that he's low key actually gay. That would be low key funny. It's like if he thought she was gay and he still fell in love, wouldn't that make him gay? Am I jealous? I don't know. I don't want to get touched by old granny. No, no, no. Well, yeah. Like that. I still can barely see, but I think I can see like the outline here. But yeah. Like if you thought someone was a guy and you still fell in love, you like, but you thought she is a girl, but you thought she was a guy, and you still fell in love with that, wouldn't that make you gay? Like genuinely though, like Ruta is definitely gay for that, even though she is Sylvian, she's a girl. Yeah, that's we're now at 1 hour and 17 minutes. Look at that, just we're drawing traditionally, I draw like 5 times faster. Also, I heard in the light novel right now, one of the purple haired Rudius's stepsister, half sister or something, groomed Rudius's kid and have an incest relationship. Which is like at some point I'm like, yeah, this is a good story. And the more I hear about what's going on in the light novel, I was like, what's going on? You know? Even though it's kind of messed up, like, look, he want to watch this because of how weird it's going, where it's doing. You know? What is it compared to 5? Oh, 500 is 10 times worse. Well, like, depends on you how you measure, like, the stuff, like the mature content, the criminal stuff in Wild Stealing, yeah, Fire Punch definitely much wilder. But it does, but Fire Punch definitely has a lot more thematic justification for stuff. Like all the messed up wild stuff matters thematically in the world and the story, whereas I say Mushoku Tensei has less a thematic justification. Cause like without the wild stuffy fire punch, I don't think it would be as good as a story. Take that as you will. I don't think anything would measure up to what Fire Punch is going on. Not even like Berserk. Well, I never read Berserk. It was definitely like, well, from the things I've seen from Berserk, from like, all I know from Berserk is the first page and the whatever Griffith was doing with the eclipse or something. But yeah, Steph, I never seen. I don't think I've ever seen any media wilder than Fire Punch. I don't think anyone's even. I don't think anyone will ever be brave enough to even go near Fire Punch level of wildness. Like, if the wildest thing you can ever think of, like time step by 5, and that's Fire Punch. Low key. Oh, it's stall. I don't. The ending of Fire Punch though is a bit controversial. I think it's a really valid ending, though it is like rushed, and there's some stuff that I wish happened differently. But like the ending is really good. Fire Punch, even though some people do have complaints about it, like about it being rushed. And Tatsuki, like Fujimoto, pretty bad endings, especially pretty which is pretty apparent after Chainsaw Man's ending. Look at that. In the did you like move this part down a little? What other wild manga I've read? I have a shelf over there. Oh yeah, Goodnight Pum Pum. Ever heard of a Goodnight Pum Pum? It is also like a really wild one, though it's a lot more it's it's like more pure blooded seinen, not pure but like more pure, more like seinen coded than it's a it is a seinen, it's more seinen than Fire Punch. It has a lot of wild stuff going on too, but I don't really understand anything. I feel like when I grow up, when I'm like more mature, I can understand a bit more. But right now, I really don't understand Goodnight Pum Pum. I feel this should be never. I've heard of it, never saw it other than like one little dark age edit. Oh yeah, if you have time, to, you should probably check out Goodnight Pum Pum. But though it is super confusing, so but it is entertaining though. It's like those things that you don't understand at all, but like it's like framed to be like it looks. You can just get a vibe of like a good written piece that you can just go along with it, even though you don't understand anything at all. Like I can't really tell if it's. I can't really point to anything to call it good written, but it is. If you know what I mean. I've never seen anyone talk about it. Well, I've seen people talk about it. It's in good regard, but just funny like the tone, the mood of the story. You can tell it's like well written, even though I don't have anything to point to prove that's well written. Because like you know. think I'll draw like a feather over here. I have a whole manga collection. I have a bunch of manga for To Eternity, and that's also a really highly regarded one. It is by the same author as a silent voice, which I've read and then watched, which is really popular. I got a lot of people recommending me stuff. I gotta catch up. I'm glad I tried it maybe. After Mario Horner Scary Story Time with Liam, leave Leviathan, maybe after about National Racing Orientation. There's a lot of stuff. I've heard about Scary Stories with Liam, which I've heard a couple of those stories with like what's it called? The left hand parasite. That's the only one I can remember. But pretty chill there, you know. But definitely, if you're bored and you're like, I feel like those things are pretty good. Especially Fire Punch. I think Fire Punch is definitely a priority out of anything. And now I have like basically a line art, and I think I'm gonna go into the shading a bit more. I need to put a lot of shaded detail this part primarily because of the focus of the thing. And the light is coming from here, light source. So light should need to like that. Anyways, I have so just the other day I tried out one of my the things I purchased over the I bought this like water pouch thing. It's like a pouch, like a bladder of water. Just like a pouch, and it's just like a bladder for like where you store water, and it's like a straw sippy thing where you can just you can put it in a backpack and you can just drink it out of straw. So you can just walk around like hike or bike, and you don't even have to use your hand to drink water. I think it's super convenient. That's why I bought it. You know, because I'm going hiking for like 12 days over the weekend, and I don't really want to like only drink during the breaks. That's like happens once an hour, so I can just like I want to like drink like constantly to make sure I don't die. And also bought like a body cam that's like this big, like this big. I put it on my somewhere, and I'm gonna plan on recording the hike for the 12 days. I make a video on it. I think like those story time animations, like Odd Ones Out and Jade animations. I'm gonna do something with it. But yeah. I think I messed up here. I wanted it to be like a muscled arm rather than like fabric. I'm gonna fix this in the digital version. And now I'm gonna just cross this shit out. Yeah, that, whatever. Also for one of the school projects I've been working on, so a school project that's worth like my final grade basically. So basically, it's like an exhibition, and I made like a trifold poster, right? And it's kind of like a science fair project. And I use a trifold. You don't have to use a trifold, but I use a trifold because I just want to make sure I'm definitely right. And next year I can try to actually put some more thought into it. But this year it's a trifold, and I bought like a really small one, right? And during the day of the exhibition, I put it next to everyone else's, and it was half the size of everyone else's. So the whole time, I just like put it in a corner and like I just ran away from it. So whenever people came to it, they'll just like look at it on their own, and I'm not gonna be there. Even though I'm supposed to be there. I could have just left and looked at everyone else's because I'm low-key embarrassed about my super small poster board. My poster board like also like not decorated at all. Like the other students have like really decorated ones that have like super cool imageries. Well, mine is just like a wall of text with a couple like drawings in it, and it's super, I feel like a fraud and bum. And the novel that I've been writing for that class, it's like 36 pages, and I'm not gonna write it anymore for after this year. I'm kind of done with it, so I may or may not post it online somewhere, like Wattpad or something. But next year I'm gonna work on short stories instead, and I'm gonna post those, and they're like gonna be like full like beginning and short stories. So so it's actually be like fulfilling to read, hopefully. And also, in the meantime, I'm also gonna work on OC stuff. Like instead of drawing like fan art, I want to like focus on original characters and original stories that I can actually build a community based on a world based on it on my own, instead of like being known for fan art guy. Will you be making illustrations for those stories? I can. Yeah, it's a good idea to do. I probably do. I mean, I am an artist. I should be making illustrations for those. No question. Yeah, that's a really good idea to make illustrations. No one else makes illustrations, but like. Okay, so it is a good idea to like make illustrations because no one else in the class makes illustrations, so I can make like, yeah, I make illustrations. I'd be like super flexed on it and be like, and they can be like, oh, Big X, you are so good with your illustrations. And I'd be like, yeah, and they're not gonna talk about how bad my writing is. That's actually a good idea, right, chat? Make really cool illustrations. They're gonna talk about, oh, illustrations are so tough, and they're gonna like, oh, the writing, yeah, writing is mid, but I'm not gonna talk about that because the illustrations are too tough for me to not talk about. Like watching to build community or something. I don't know, but for me, we fall in the future content with Fine Art for now. Yeah, cause right now, I Fine Art is pretty good and all, but right now cause I'm going to college soon, like next year. I'll be graduating, and I'm not sure why exactly now I want to do it, but maybe for like, because for college admissions, it might look good for me to start my own, but because right now my fan base is just fan art people from Gameoverse and Metadrones, and whenever I post OC stuff, it gets like nothing. I posted one OC stuff one time and I got literally nothing. So I feel like I want to focus on drawing OC stuff so that my following will be familiar with the OC stuff and those will be good, you know? And my OC stuff, I love OC stuff do change. So I feel like I should probably focus on it because I don't the ideas I have right now won't last until that far into the future. So if I work on it right now, I can like make sure the ideas I have right now is what's coming out, even though it might not be the best idea. And then following, type shit. Like that. See how easy a traditional art is and like digital art? Bleh. I've been a digital artist much more than a traditional artist, and yet traditional art is much easier than digital art. Because I feel like digital art is transferable. Digital art skill transferable to traditional art, but traditional art isn't as transferable. Because like the feeling of the pen on paper is much more instinctive instead of like writing. Because like when you write words, you usually use traditional, and when you type words, you don't really like write it out digitally. You type it out, which isn't very uh hand on screen type uh skill based. The hand here is messed up, but no, I'll fix that later. Oops, I feel like I messed something up here. That look at that. I'm gonna light darken these parts, It's the opposite for you. Tread is harder because to torture myself by only drawing fine liner. No pre sketches. You should pre sketch. With Virginia, so I could get better at fast. I could still do it to this day. That's nice. But I feel like pre sketch. You gotta pre sketch. If you don't pre sketch, like kind of fundamental. You know, I feel like. I was supposed to be doing color theory. Heads up, there's a warning here. More info. How is a copyright thing? I don't know what's going on here. The exam channel from content ID claims. When you turn on content ID matching, YouTube automatically generates claims against other users' uploaded content that match portions of your reference files. In some situations, you may want to prevent content ID claiming that certain YouTube upload. For example, movie studio might not claim you from a channel that reviews and promotes his films. You can exempt channels from content ID claim adding channels to your allow list. The allow list can add one or more. So if I am I monetized? It's a thing about the thing. That trust I've been drawing without sketch, but only for like reference stuff. I should do it when drawing from imagination sometimes. Well, if you're trying to be those like super cool guys, like those who don't draw from reference to sketching, like those super cool professional guys, those Asian guys, they're like shing 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 and draws like a whole truck and like whole scene, like 10,000 people without sketch. Like those are pretty impressive. No. So if you want to do that, I'm not sure how viable that is. Like I feel like that's impractical for me. But if you can do that, that's pretty super impressive. Not gonna lie. I feel like all those people are like autistic in some way, so they can do that. Yeah. Helps with eye-hand coordination, and along with boxes and cylinders, it helps construction, basically, especially mentally. Yeah, I tried doing boxes. I tried practicing boxes, but low key, it was so boring. I did like once. I was like, forgot about it ever since. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna draw boxes from now on. And I drew one time. I one time drew boxes, and I never draw boxes again. Just because of how boring it is. I feel like the more I just draw perspective naturally, I just like get a hang of it. It's my belief. Probably super bad and wrong, but I've seen those guys, those Chung Yi and Peter Han like draw like that. It's like, yo man, if I can draw that, I can get like a panel out in like minutes, and that's like a whole page in like an hour. And right now I'm drawing a page in 5 hours. You guys, we're approaching 2 hours. The initial plan is to do 3 hours today and 2 more hours tomorrow to make a total of 5 hours, which is what I need. So I'm almost done with this. I'm not sure we need another 2 hours, another hour to do this. So I think I'm gonna spend the last hour on transferring this to digital, and then the last day tomorrow, 2 more hours again. Try doing some color, but I'm not sure gonna be finished to color in 2 hours. And I still have next week, which is another 5 hours I need, which I can't finish the colors with. It's been a total of 10 hours. So I'm thinking that if I want to go professional, like draw like make another manga that might want to do it traditionally instead of digitally like I did with the Winter Jones manga. However, that is expensive. Like I need a good two piece of paper per page, cause I need to sketch first, and I feel like that's quite an issue because not that I don't have money. It is still a lot of money. It's that I just feel awkward spending it, you know. Because if I ever need something, I just might ask my dad for it. But if my dad pays for stuff, but still feel awkward buying stuff that's expensive, even though I'm really irresponsible. Have you ever been like irresponsible with money, but you still spend a lot? Like you feel like you're irresponsible, you feel like anxious about spending money, but you still spend anyways, because you're low key a bum. That's kind of me. That like I feel super awkward about spending money, even though I spend money like on food. I'll big bag myself. No, I'm trying. I have a hiking bag that's like too big for me. Like my waist is too small that the tightest I can go is still super loose, and then I have to like hug it to make sure it stays on. And that I was trying the whole year. I like the whole year I've been trying to bulk up, and I was eating a lot of food, but like I still haven't gained a single inch on my waist. Well, I didn't measure, but it didn't feel like it's been up any things. Especially with buying art supplies for you. You just love buying pens. Yeah, at this pen, I bought like two sets because the first one, I actually don't know where the first set of these pens went. But these are amazing pens, by the way. If you ever need a micron ink pen, these are like amazing. It comes in like it's a set of like 15 thicknesses. I think it's 12 actually. I think it's a 12 thicknesses, and there's also one of them is a brush pen, which is super nice. And instead of drawing hair like this, you can just like go one swoop, boom, as a whole chunk of like hair. So instead of like going like individually, like scratching out the hair, I just like boom, like done. I don't really have that much art supply stuff because I mostly do digital, which I don't need supplies for. But I did buy some Copic markers that I haven't used. Well, not that I haven't used, but I really don't use at all. I have like a whole like 3x20, I think 3x20 set of Copic markers just sitting there, and I don't use it because I low-key don't really know how to use it that well. Oh, they coming along, guys. If I move this down, it'd be like a lot more cooler. I'm trying to think of a story that I have. What's a story y'all have? I don't know. Oh, I remember buying my bookshelf from IKEA. My first time going to IKEA, they have a bookshelf. I feel like it's such a complicated like a department, right? So like they have this in IKEA basically. They have this display area we can walk through, like a circle. You can see all the different furnitures like set up, and then there's a warehouse where you actually go and find the furnitures in. And there's a thing where you can like hire someone to build it for you. And I wanted to do that because I didn't want to build it. My mom didn't know how to build it, so I have to follow the instruction manual to build it, like for like a whole day. I'm just trying to figure it out. It was kind of fun though. It's kind of like the train I built. I just follow instructions one by one. So like, I feel like if I really like building the train toys, I can just become an IKEA builder as a profession. Just build people's IKEA. I think it's raining. No, it's just wind. Do you guys know how wind sounds? Pretty cool. If you never heard wind, I recommend hearing wind. Like if you have any like free time, you should look go and hear wind. It's like super like euphoric, I suppose. It's a super nice sound. Wind is. Let me tell you about this one time. There's 2 times that I wore a maid dress to school. So the first time was like 2 years ago, Yeah, I live close to the sea, lots of breeze here. So, well, not that far, not that close. Mine's like a 20-minute drive from the ocean. I think 20 minutes drive. The ocean, like this wind is awesome. Just hearing the wind blow against the trees, just feels super nice. Anyways, the maid dress. My first time wearing the maid dress was 2 years ago, and it was during Halloween. I wanted to wear a maid dress, but I feel like that's kind of embarrassing, and I need a good like excuse to wear it. So I can say, so when anyone was saying, remember X crazy? Yes, I wanted anyone to like, if anyone asked why I'm wearing a maid dress, I was like, yeah, I'm paid to do it. So I asked one of my friends, and he was like, and I was like, yo, how much would you pay me to wear a maid dress to school on Halloween? And he was like laughing, like, haha, stupid, uh, $100, and like bet, and he wasn't really taking it seriously. He was like, stupid and stuff. Anyways, when I came with my maid dress, I'm like 15-minute walk away from. 15-minute walk is crazy. I'm not that big of a fan of the beach, but the beach is amazing. I wish I could walk 15 minutes and just be chilling at the beach. The wind and stuff. Anyways, yeah. So I bought it online for $20. I actually asked three people to pay, and they did. One of them is my sister's friends. She was the one of my sister's friends. She went to a Catholic school, so she didn't actually go to the school I'm in. So I just sent her a picture. I just sent a selfie of myself in the maid dress to prove that I'm in maid dress. So she would pay me. She paid $10. One of my friends paid another $10, which that itself paid for the maid dress. And then the $100 came from the last guy, the first guy I asked. So when I so my so yeah we had the third period together. So when I walked in third period, he low key saw me and walked the fuck out, and that's how I got $100 from him. Did you feel kawaii? It was so kawaii, I swear. It was the most kawaii I've ever felt. And what's amazing about I actually love the maid dress so much, like the skirt, right? Instead of pants, there's an airflow with the skirt, right? You can just feel the air is going up. It's like it's a lot like ventilation. You know what I'm saying? And the knee-high socks is amazing too. It's like so breathable. The socks like so thin. The tights, I guess. Are they tights? I think they're socks. I did wear sneakers though, which isn't very kawaii, and it didn't feel that good with the knee-high socks, but it still socks. I really like the socks. Right now, my kawaii maid dress is in my closet, sitting there because my mom didn't let me wear anymore. She actually didn't let me wear it after the first time, and actually broke that rule and wore it the second time for $50 during APs. So during my AP World exam, I wore it, and the plan is to get that $50 plus. My plan is to distract people sitting next to me that there's a kawaii femboy matrix next to them, so they wouldn't pay attention to the test, therefore lowering the average, and therefore I will get a higher curve. It didn't really work because I got a 4 on the test, so I guess you know But at least I was kawaii during the test, and that I think really helped me because I felt kawaii. I'm not sure why I'm detailing this so much, even though I'm just gonna transfer it onto digital. But I can't use this as like a progress piece for the AP portfolio. Well, it's raining now. Now it's raining. Alright, I think it's good. I might going with a bit of a thicker pen. This is a this is a 01 thickness. You can't see at all, but it is a 01 thickness. Oh, I'm in the chat. My chat is bugging. Can't see the chat anymore. There you go. Oh, oops. Okay, I can see the chat now. Anyways, I might go a little bit darker here, and around here too. Here should be darker, and darker here, here should be darker. Here darker, here darker. Here should be super dark. You don't hear the rain? I don't think you can hear the rain because in my OBS studio, it doesn't pick up any noise from the rain. But right now it's raining super hard. I'm gonna open the window so I can hear the rain more. I just love the taste of rain. Now I'm gonna use a 06 pen. Yeah, it doesn't say it's picking up any noise. I do have like this thing where it's like blocking out like background noises. It's like those like fluffy things on your microphone. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna spend another hour on this physical one. I really like this physical one. But you know, this is not color theater at all. Actually, looks great so far. Wish I could see better. I'll wait till it turns digital, I guess. I will take a picture of it, and then that will actually look like real. Actually, if I can. Oh, no. But this. Oh, actually, I focused it. Yeah, it looks like this. It still has that weird, grainy feeling, but it looks a lot more focused now. Actually, maybe if I turn off the light. Uh, this. Turn it like this. Do you have any self rendering fur? I have no idea for fur. As you can see, this it's just like random scratches. I have no idea about how to render fur. I'm just like winging it. I think I think you want like a gradient, right? First, like a hard gradients. It's like dotting and like, you know, maybe you'll see it because like, oh no, it's like uh, it's like hard, but it's like it's gradually like really dark, hard, half light, and then just light. You don't want like a single, and then dark and anti-light. You want dark, light, like a repetitive, and starts getting more light. And then at one point, you want like super hard, hard, uh, hard borders. Oh no, I have no tips. I'm just like speaking from my ass. Actually, like you can see here, I can go from like the dark to light, into dark, into light. I think first kind of just like that. Oh, there's lightning. We're in a thunderstorm right now. I love thunder too. I feel like weather events are so cool to like listen to. Like anything that's like weather, like super like very authentic and like gratuitous, I guess, to listen to. So we're thinking about some stuff I'm gonna do in college, right? So basically in college you're still gonna get like a job, right? It's common in college to like go for some what is it called? Internships. Like Mitchell, you get internship, and internships are where like a field you might be interested in, and that's where you internships are where you get like experience for jobs that you need experience, even though it's entry level, I guess. I don't know. But some jobs that require experience and internships are where you get experience without getting paid, and that's how they hire you without experience because you're free. But some places have paid internships. Yeah, and I'm thinking of going for some like production, production assistant internship with like things to do with like production like stuff. I thought would be like really cool to like go through. And the next year I might join the theater's crew, yeah, stage crew for my school's theater. That way I can get some stuff on my college resume. I've already acted uh in the plays. I've acted twice, and I think I want to go for like stage crew this time. And I already acted in twice, so I thought it'd be more variety if I go for stage crew for my resume. It'll look good, I think. Hmm. Oh, we have like 45 minutes left. I'm gonna color her hair. The hair needs to be way darker. Since value is considered part of color theory, I think it's valid to call this color theory. Not color at all, but still color theory, guys. Because in my textbook, there's a page on value, and it's about color theory. Therefore, this is valid for my color theory project. Imagine going through a color theory project and all you see is black and white. Nice. Oh, I need to darken the bird here, make it more silhouette-like. The ancient says sexo, but yes, value is a part of color theory. Yeah, it is. Color theory. Studying color theory just to not use color. Oh yeah. Oh, my hand hurts. My wrist. I need to shade a bit more here. This needs to be shaded. This shaded here. More shading here, here. A bit more here too. This needs to be more. This needs more. This needs a lot more. Whew. Look at my hands. Watch this, guy. Watch this. Look at my tongue, guys. Oh, guys, it's me. I have a thumb or hands. Oh no. Ooh. Ooh. Oh no. That's my magic trick. Guys, you like my magic trick? Should I show you my textbook for now? I'm gonna take just a short break. I mean, it's a 10-minute break on this. So for now, I'm gonna show you my textbook that I bought and read. Pretty good. Yo, actually looks good. I should turn down the light then. Yo, you can see a lot better. There is a shadow though. I'll turn on a different light. How's this? It's a bit less. this. There we go. You can see it now. Is this better than last time? Damn. Anyways, the textbook I have is here. You have the Artist Master Series. I bought this a while ago, and it's about anything about color and light by 4 of these guys. The first 60 pages was about color, right? Everything's about color. Here's a table of contents. You can see this color by Charlie Pickard. From 8 to 60 is all about color, and everything else about light. Yeah. Those are some tutorials by Jamila Knopf, Ruiz, and Nathan Folks, which are these guys. And basically it tells you how to draw something. I don't know. But everything about stuff is written by Charlie Pickard. I only read up to 60 because that's where the color section is. There's so much more on light. I'm kind of scared, but whatever. I read everything for color. That's my first week. I spent 5 hours reading everything from 8 to 60. And through it, there's like a lot of stuff that's actually really detailed. I recommend this. But as you can see, here's stuff about contrast, color theory. Here's some whatever this is, the color space. And here it there's some, oh, that's nudity. And here's some color values. There's a lot of as and de in this textbook. But here we can have some exponents. We have to study exponents for art. Here's a dit right here. You can see it right below her. This guy has a dit, and there's literally more from here. I can't show that. I'm gonna get monetized. But pretty sure YouTube this allows for artistic nudity and educational, and this is educational and artistic. But I don't think I labeled this video as artistic or educational, so I might get demonetized. But I'm not monetized at all. But you know. Anyways, I have some cones here. Let's do some biology. And here I have Pink Floyd. Yeah, that's my textbook. Oh, my voice hurts from speaking so much. I spoke for 2.5 hours now. Anyways, I'm gonna rest for 5 more minutes before I start again. And then after half an hour, that's my 3-hour mark. And I will transfer this. I will transfer this tomorrow, and then color it tomorrow, and then finish coloring next week. She's gonna take a picture of it so far. See it. So I took a picture of it. I'm gonna send it to my computer, and yeah, so I can show y'all what it looks like. Let's see. Transfer. And now let me go to my Discord to get it. Image. Okay. Browse. And I scroll down. And it should be right around there. Oh, so big. And that's it. That's the picture. It kind of blurry because of, I guess, how I squashed it down, the quality. But that's the thing. That's how I drew it. Right here. Comparison right here. It's a lot warmer on this side. This cooler because of camera for some reason. My voice really hurts. My sister's back. She's yelling outside. Ugh. I was tired. I have like one more cup ramen left. I like a whole box and I feel like eating it. Spamming it for my meals. I think I'm gonna actually order some real food after this. But for now, I want to save that last cup ramen for something cool. I feel like I low-key feel offended whenever someone say that cup ramen is like a struggle meal, even though it is. Because like the cup ramen like so good, I low-key eat it even though I'm not struggling. Yeah. I'm gonna just get this done with. We have 30 more minutes, and then I can just chill. My O6 pen. I just go through going. My hand hurts again. Yeah. Look cool. Good. It's looking good. I think I can stop here. Maybe like darken all the edges here. You know the story? So one of my friends, right? Since I talked about murder drones with my friends, he started to watch murder drones, right? And he's like, ew, murder drones. He's one of those like really doubtful of it. And then he watched it. He was like, yo, it's actually really good. And he binged it like twice, like at once. And then when he talked to me, like, yo, this is so good. It's actually really good. And then he binged it twice, even though I only watched it once. And then he talked about he rated it like 8 or like 9. And then after I talked to him about it, I said, oh, I rated it like around 6. He made fun of me for like rating my fandom at a 6. And after we talked about it for like 20 minutes, he he lowered his rating all the way down to a 3. Which was really funny. Like he started out with like a 8, and then we talked for a bit, and he randomly started lowering it one by one, all the way down to like a 3. Uh, you know, I do need to reach that 3 hour mark, but I can just like chill right now. My hands, my hands are dying. Look, this buffalo looks really fat. Look how fat it is. Boop. Oops. I'm really hungry now. No, I was gonna start the stream around 4 and do like 5 hours at once. Really glad I did it, because I would have died. We're only halfway to 5 hours, and I'm already dying with my voice. I can just AFK here for 15 more minutes. Not that anyone will watch this, so I just AFK here for 15 minutes, and then I just call it a 3-hour work. Oh, bless me. I don't think anyone's watching right now. It does say one will have an error with the stream. I have an error here. Your stream has to be something. Is the stream still live, chat? It does say an error here, but I don't think there's on my YouTube thing. I have to clean the scale thing. It's like a iron casted thing. What basically it does is it's like it's an iron and then rusted, right, because of water. And because of that, I kind of have to because of that, kind of have to do something about it. I had to scrub it. Well, I didn't do it yet, but I have to scrub it with with a oil. Scrub it like that and get all the rust off, and then I have to coat it in oil and put it in the oven. It's kind of crazy. I don't think anyone's like currently watching, even though it does say one concurrent viewer. I think everyone fell asleep. Oh, where my art go? Oh no, I accidentally deleted all my work. Oh no, I deleted it. I must have Control C, Control V, and then backspaced. Control A, backspace, delete. Control Alt, deleted. All my work is gone. My 3 hours worth of work. Where is it? Oh no. Oh, no. Where'd it go? Oh. Let me try Control Z. Oh, I did it. It's back. I loaded the safe file. I'm so glad it worked. I can control delete. Oh, it's gone again. I can go to my save files and click past 1 minute. Oh yeah, it's back. It's back, guys. So boring. I'm gonna scroll Reddit right now. AFK for 1 more minute and then 11 more minutes and then we can go home. Should erase from the episode marks. I'm gonna take a picture and then y'all can see it in full glory for the last 8 minutes. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, my water bottle. Here. Closer. Eraser. There we go. And now here's look at my thing. Where is it? Here it is. Why is it so big? And that's the end of it. Alright, we have 7 more minutes left on the stream. And I'm gonna end. I'm gonna click the stop streaming minute button on the exact second of the 3-hour mark. Therefore, I can confidently say I spent 3 hours on this. But yeah, guys, the amazing digital circus, the final act, has dropped theaters, and it is it is being forecasted to be in the top 5 domestic box office this weekend. Excited to see what the Digital Circus episode 9 is. I'm gonna watch it on stream someday when it comes out. If I have time, I'm gonna See if I can watch it on stream. If I don't, we'll see. Yo, the Nokia phone broke. Filling with the music. It kind of look like Appa from Avatar. If I draw like an arrow here, that's gonna be Appa, and we just have Appa dead. Stream assessment violations. Oh, is that what happened? There was an error saying it. I'm not sure what policy violation is saying. Maybe it's the oh, it might have been the lo-fi girl. Is the stream back up now? Yeah, I'm back. Y'all couldn't see me the whole time? That sucked. And there was an error here saying there was a policy valid. Not valid. It was saying a copyright, saying lo-fi girl should be copyright free. So I'm not sure what violation it is. The only possible one is either it's just probably just the music. Yeah. Maybe I have to turn down the music. That way I will have to come back. I'm gonna end the stream in exactly the 3-hour mark, which is in 1 minute and 15 seconds. So I don't think we can talk about anything anymore. But you know, this is the final product right here. I took a picture of it. It's a bit low resolution, but I will post it on Twitter Yeah, I think it looks awesome. Yeah, tomorrow I will be doing another stream tomorrow to finish up my 5 hour requirement. I'm gonna be doing a 2 hour stream to transfer this to digital, and then after transfer to digital, I'm gonna uh, color it, which is the actual color theory. And then next week, I'm not gonna finish coloring. Next week, I'm gonna finish the coloring. Another 5 hour stream. No, another total 5 hours next week. 0 views in 0 seconds. Yeah, zero divided by zero, man. That's gonna bug out. I'm gonna post this on Twitter so everyone can see it. I think if I didn't squish, oh, I missed the 3 hour mark. Shit. All right, bye guys.